How do I feel about the Glock P80 after I've put right at 1,100 rounds through it? What's up, guys? Welcome back to Whisper Tactical. My name's John, and we are going to hit 1,000 rounds with the P80 today. So, you know, I figured we did the 500 round review with the P80, and I want to do 1,000 rounds, but the last 500, I want them to be suppressed. Anyways, so we got the P80. Yes, P80. Got it. Alright, guys, while I got you here, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Hit that little bell icon so you can be notified whenever I upload new content. Today we are going to be using the CMC Glock Performance Barrel. Now there is a couple of things that I want to try here. I've got a leg holster. For those of y'all who can't see, leg holster, because I'm an operator now. I don't know if you knew that, but other day I was a shooter. Today I'm an operator. Anyways, we've got another bulk pack of Remington range here. We got 33 rounds. I'm going to draw from my leg holster and see how this gun shoots from a draw. Beep. Ah. Alright. Beep. Okay. Oh my goodness, it's a bad guy. Oh my God, give her purse back. Alright, that's enough of that. It's got little flutes in it. It's actually a really nice looking barrel. Okay guys, so today I've got 250 Remington range pack, 115 grain bulk pack. I have got 115, 124, and 147 grain Blazer brass, and I've also got 115, 124, and 147 grain Lawman, as well as 147 grain Federal brass, and this is remanufactured 147 grain subsonics from LAX ammunition. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and put the suppressor on. This is 115 grain Remington. Put a couple in the dirt, see how they sound. Sounds really good, and it shoots really good. Alright, let's see. Do we get an impact shift? It is shooting low and to the right. Oh wow, okay. It is shooting way low and to the right. Alright, I'm gonna aim for the head of the middle target. Guys, it's kind of straightening up a little bit. I wonder if it just needed to get a couple of rounds through the barrel, kind of christen it in. Yeah, it shoots really good. Okay, so that was 115 grain. Let's go ahead and throw in some 147 grain Lawman. And let's see how this stuff sounds. Put a couple in the dirt. Sounds really good. All right. All right, let's go. Oh, wow. Okay. Holy cow. Okay. Okay. All right. We'll go ahead and run the LAX ammunition, the LAX reloads. Oh, that's super quiet. Sounds so good. Sounds so good. Look at the recoil. There is no recoil. Dang, I missed on every one of those. Alright guys, so I've got another 130 rounds loaded up. Alright. It's a little front heavy with this can on there. So like, doing the double taps is hard to adjust. Adjust. Alright guys, so let's see how the accuracy is. The barrel's kind of broken a little bit. We'll go on to the left, or the right target. Target. Alright, we're going to aim at the head on the right one. The more I shoot this P80, the more it breaks in. The better it does. The easier, it just seems like the more I shoot it, the more the ergonomics just fit in my hand. I guess the best way I can explain it is that my fingers it feels like it's just melting into the trigger. I know, I mean, that may sound crazy to some people. Trigger. Guys, this is the Federal 147 grain brass. At the end of this magazine, we will have 792 rounds through the P80. All right, on this one, we are gonna aim at the middle of the center target. Actually, I want to hear how these sound, so I'm going to shoot into nothing. Oh, it sounds good. I wonder how it goes if you limp wrist it. Just loose. Trying to get it to malfunction. It's not going to. Oh well. All right. All right, that was a little bit of a jump on that point of impact there. So let's go back to that middle dot. Maybe I pulled it. One, two, three, four, five. Now I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We had a malfunction with the ETS group. All right, so that may be magazine related because there has been thousands of rounds put through this magazine. And it pushed that other round down. So got 12 rounds left. Now, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not outrunning the gun. Oh, it's definitely magazine. Look. The spring's, it's stuck. Like, it's definitely magazine. It's not the gun, guys. Yeah, guys, it's definitely the magazine. I have to say, though, it did last a few thousand rounds. So, I mean, that's better than burning my OEM mags up. As of this point, we have 780 rounds through the P80. The last 250 of them being suppressed, and I've got 50 more loaded up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, see, it's wanting to jump. I got 6 rounds left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so one, two, three, four, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh. Yeah. Oh well. You know, it is what it is. I'm not going to get much faster than that. I'm not Jerry Michalik here. Alright guys, as you can see behind me here, I have 2 life-size targets hung up on the berm there. And we are going to do a little accuracy test with the Glock P80. We're going to do an unsuppressed test with the Glock OEM barrel, and we are going to do a suppressed test with the CMC threaded barrel with the Silencer Co Hybrid 46. Alright guys, now we have 2 different types of ammunition. We have Blazer Brass and we have Lawman. We also have 3 different bullet weights per type of ammo. We have 115 grain, 124 grain, 147 grain. So on the left side of the body, we're going to do Blazer Brass. On the right side of the body, we're going to do Lawman. So up first, guys, we have the Blazer Brass. The first 5 are the 115 grain, the second 5 is the 124 grain, and the third 5 is the 147 grain. All right, guys, we're going to be shooting the target on the outside first, and we are going to start with the 115 grain in the left ear. And I am here at 10 yards. All right, guys, that was the first 5. Now we are going to move down to the left shoulder for the 124 grain. Definitely a little bit peppier. Now we are going to move down to the left groin for the 147 grain in the Blazer Brass. Definitely seem to maybe like the 124 grain a little bit better. All right, guys, so that was it for the Blazer Brass suppressed, and now we are moving to the Lawman. Make sure the can's tight here. Up first, we've got the Lawman 115 grain, and we're going for the right ear. All right, up next, we've got the 124 grain Lawman, and we are going for the right shoulder. All right, up next, we have got the 147 grain Lawman, and we are going for the right groin. There's a fly on the paper. All right, so that is the end of the suppressor test. So there's the 115 grain Blazer, 115 grain Lawman, 124 grain Blazer, 124 grain Lawman, 147 grain Blazer, 147 grain Lawman. Okay, so the tightest group that we had was the Blazer 115 grain. We're going to be shooting the inside target on the unsuppressed test with the Glock OEM barrel. And first up, we've got the Blazer. Now, 115 grain Blazer is going to go in the left ear. Ow. That bullet went really high. Okay, so up next is the 124 grain Blazer, and that's going to go in the left shoulder. Except for the one flyer, that was bullet stacking pretty much. Up next is the 147 grain Blazer, and we are going to put that in the left groin. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, this barrel threw the second bullet of each bullet weight crazy off, and the rest of them were almost stacked on top of each other. So you'll see when we go up there and measure it what I'm talking about. All right, so up next, we've got the Lawman. Up first is the 115 grain, and we are going in the right ear. They kind of threw one on that one too. All right, up next is the 124 grain Lawman, and we're going in the right shoulder. Up next is the 147 grain Lawman, and we're going into the right groin. So, I can honestly tell you, this was the best accuracy I got, right there, except for that flyer. Yeah, so the CMC threaded barrel with the suppressor, those are the 115 grains, those are the 124 grains, and those are the 147 grains suppressed. 115 grains unsuppressed, 124 grains unsuppressed, 147 grains unsuppressed. So, with that being said, all I can say to you is when you buy a P80, go buy yourself a CMC threaded barrel, go to your local SOT and buy yourself a suppressor, because they're only taking like 5 months right now. I have got that mag loaded up, these 2 mags loaded up, and these 3 happy sticks loaded up. For as quick as I was shooting, that's actually all right little group. I can take you up there and show it to you. 12 yards, 15 yards, somewhere in between there. I know right up there it was 10 yards, and I've backed up about 4 big steps. Those were all over the daggone place. You can see my steel right there. We are at 50. We are at 52 yards right here. So, let's see what we got here. 52 yards. Hit them. It's so dirty it won't even send it home. There we go. So I can honestly tell you right now that the trigger pull on this is getting crazy, crazy good. Check out the recoil though. Like, check out the recoil. These are 147s. It's literally recoiling like a 22. Like, it feels a little bit heavier than a 22 to me, like just the feel of it, but just watch it in the screen. Just watch the recoil on this. That's 30 some rounds through here. That'll put us at 1,083 rounds on the Glock P80. See if we can't make them all ding. Alright, so I'm hitting them all at 50 yards. It's fairly easy to shoot, so I'm going to try to go from left to right kind of quick and see if I can keep it on point, because that's it, guys. That is it. We're pretty hot, if you can't tell. So, how do I feel about the Lipseys Glock Retro Baby here? How do I feel about the Glock P80 after I've put right at 1,100 rounds through it? I really like it. The gun has shot really great. It's functioned flawlessly. I didn't think that it was going to do as good with the can on it as it did. But it surprised me. I mean, you look at this. I'll just show you this, how dirty this gun is. Do you see this coming out of the back of it? So the gun, I'll wipe it off and get it on my finger. That's how dirty the gun is. You actually have chunks of unburnt gunpowder coming out of the rear of the gun. Look at this. That is how dirty this gun is now. So you got to think. Well, I put 532 rounds through it and I did not clean it. I did take the barrel out and put a new clean barrel in, and I put another 500 and 250 rounds through it today. All suppressed. Majority of them were suppressed. You know, like I think 30 of them were not suppressed. So, do I think you should go buy yourselves one of these? I do. I highly recommend that you get yourselves one. This trigger, guys, forget about it. It's not as light. It's still, after 1,000 rounds. Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, guys, I mean, after a good 1,083 rounds, the trigger on this guy is take up, no creep, straight to the break. It's a straight break. All right. There's a little bit of play there. Going back to the reset. See it? It's about a 1/4 of an inch of play. Not quite, but there is no creep. I'm at the wall. I'm pressing on it. There is no creep, guys. There is no creep. I'd say this trigger is down to an easy, I'd say it's down to an easy 4 pounds. Still very, ow, fuck, ow, I burned myself. Oh, still very audible. Guys, I mean, let me show you this. See, if this here, that is unburnt gunpowder coming out from underneath of the slide. That is just pure filth. I haven't cleaned it. Look how dirty it is around the front side. Look at that. It's crazy. All right, when you get it and you pull the trigger and you're like, ugh, gross. And then you put 1,000 rounds through it and then you pull the trigger and you're like, it's not gross. It's pretty freaking sweet now. Guys, the Glock P80 ran just as good suppressed as it did unsuppressed. So we've got 1,083 rounds through this guy now. And I'm sorry these videos are so long. Alright guys, I really hope you all enjoyed the video today. I appreciate you all taking the time out of your day to watch my channel. And if you made it to the end, then I'm going to ask you one more time. Would you please consider subscribing to my channel? I've got a lot more content like this coming. I've got hours of footage that I'm trying to edit through, and I'm always trading around guns, getting new stuff and having new ideas and blowing stuff up and having a good old time. So give me a subscribe, give me a thumbs up, go ahead and hit that little bell icon so you can be notified whenever I upload new content. Leave me a comment down below and let me know what you want to see. Let me know what you liked and what you didn't like so I can fix it and make the next videos and all of the videos that are yet to come better. Until next time, guys, I love you, and you all stay safe.